Antiques on York in Rockville, Indiana, 100 West York Street, celebrating our 10th year in business.
Then we'll get going. All right, thank you for being here, everybody. We will start the meeting with the reading of minutes.
So at our December 11th, 2023 meeting, started at 7:11. The minutes for the previous meeting were read and approved. The treasurer's report was read and approved. For old business, Jackson believed that the light had been repaired, and they were trying to get the right people for help with the park. Lights were needed, and they were trying to get Duke Energy to help out with that. With new business, no one heard anything about a Christmas parade this year. Chris O'Brien talked to Tom about red flag. Red flag for when there's a burn ban.
Yeah.
Since there's no great way to advertise when there's a burn ban. Plywood's needed for the school windows. New organization should be taking over the responsibility for the schoolhouse soon. And then I sent around the minutes for November for signature, and the meeting closed at 7:24 p.m.
Okay, everybody, you've heard the reading of the minutes. If there are no additions or corrections, they'll be approved as read.
Sounds good to me.
Minutes are approved.
All right, treasurer report. As of December 31st, 2023, our general fund has $120,639.51. MVH has $36,210.65. And that's got all the numbers on it. LRNS has $6,385.56. CCIF has $816.04. Edit has $3,156.91. Public Safety has $400. Parks and Rec has $12,528.19. Stormwater has $9,144.59. Our donation account has $100 for a total of $189,381.45.
Okay. Everybody good with that?
Yep, sounds good.
All right, thank you. We'll go on to old business. Jackson's not here for the lights. Does anybody know of any other lights that are out? Everything looking good? All right. The new organization is here, so we'll hear from them under new business, as it was brought up last month. Okay. I would guess that old business that, according to the Uniform Compliance Guidelines Manual for Cities and Towns, Chapter 1, we have to re-adopt the compensation resolution for the following year. Since it was so late done last year, we just re-adopt the exact same thing this year. If there's no objections, we'll just go ahead and continue that.
Sounds great.
Good? Okay.
Sounds good.
So that's that. I guess the boarding up would be under old business. Raymond, I saw you had some boards. Did those get applied? I saw you had some boards. Did those get applied to the school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Look.
I got 25 sheets of plywood, and we have to paint it, the rolls and stuff.
Okay.
And some screws to install it over the windows.
Okay.
Yeah. Other thing to get with
Someone that
what's your name about getting it cut, getting it put up.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah. He had said, what's his name? Yeah, Mike. Yeah. Just that we could get together, figure out the time that we could get together.
Okay. Just be careful around him. He tried to run me over with his trailer. He
Good thing I had a backup camera.
Okay. Is there any further old business? I guess we're good. The new business. We'll go ahead and start with our guests. If you want to introduce yourselves, your organization, and what you're replacing and what you're going to accomplish.
My name is Madonna Babcock, and we are forming a new organization that is a combination of the Arabs, the Historical Society, and alumni. Because we tried to have some meetings with each individual group, and the same people go to this meeting, go to this meeting, go to that meeting. So there are not enough people in town that are willing to step up and be a part. So we have obtained a lawyer, and he is setting up our new organization, which will be called NECA Consolidated Community Alliance. No, it's association, not alliance, I'm sorry.
Okay, Mecca Consolidated.
Consolidated Community Association. Right now, I am the president and the rest, and our sports. Nellie is the vice president. Raymond Pawnee is the treasurer. Lori Cohn is our secretary. Our main goal is going to be the maintenance and the restoration of the Little Red Schoolhouse, and anything else in Mecca that we feel like needs help with, that is historic, maybe anything that we can help in Mecca. We are going to have our meetings on the third Tuesday of each month at 6 o'clock at the Mecca Christian Church in the Annex. Yeah, we will have something for the alumni on the day of the parade, and at the Bridge Festival we will have an alumni dinner for them, and we will be able to have a meeting so that they can still feel like they have some place to meet and have something to say, although we have no school for them to go back to.
Will you give us the name one more time?
Mecca Consolidated Community Association.
So is it safe to assume you'll be using the acronym
MCCA? Well, there's no, we couldn't think of the other E, so it's just, it's MCCA.
Mecca and E in Mecca.
It's pretty
She's
close.
the first name.
Now, is this going to be a 501c3?
Yes, we are. We already have our 501c3. Yeah, we're going to do our best to have a tent this year, because that was always the Historical Society. Now it's a part of our group. So we're going to try to have a tent at the bridge this year. We're going to be looking for vendors. We haven't had our first meeting since we became a group yet. We'll have our first meeting on the third Tuesday this month. Anybody that wants to can attend our meetings. I don't know what else you want to know from us. We're just a combination of all the organizations that have been here. The Historical Society has been here since 1966. That's when they were first formed. They are responsible for moving the little schoolhouse over here where it is, because it didn't always sit there. And the Arabs, of course, their job was to take care of the school, which there's no job there anymore. And of course, it will be the town's decision on what happens to the school, because we've been given different names of places where you can get a grant, mostly a grant to tear the building down. But the owner of the property is the one that has to apply for those grants. We cannot apply for them. So, I mean, we we'll do anything we can to help the county, but our attorney is going to send a letter terminating our lease.
Okay. Anything else?
I don't know, you got questions?
No, no,
I do
not right
have
now,
questions.
but,
Well, I know the original lease, in case you're wondering about that, the original lease, I know the lease isn't supposed to be up until 27. But in here, in the original lease, it says, in the event the property is being damaged by fire, flood, storm, or any other natural or unavoidable cause, the landlord shall not be responsible for any injuries or damages tenant may suffer. In such an event, neither landlord nor tenant shall not be responsible for repairing or restoring the properties, and this lease may be terminated upon a written notice by the department.
okay.
So we would like to, we'd like for the town to start paying the liability insurance down there again. Because we will be paying liability insurance unless, I don't know if you're already paying liability insurance on.
We already have liability insurance for the town. Not on the school property, on a blanket for the town. We have liability insurance.
See, the Arabs have always carried liability.
That's because they were lease holders.
Yeah.
So
and
that-
because they were having things there, the people could have come there and gotten fallen, you know.
Well, yeah,
stuff.
those were events that were sanctioned by the Arabs.
Yeah.
Therefore, they would have come under the liability.
Yeah. But at this time, we kind of like the town to take over that. Unless your blanket lease covers it, I mean, your blanket insurance covers it, I don't know, you might want to check.
We will. We've got a insurance professional.
Okay? And
I
also,
don't like calling something professional, but
we have been paying for the lights down there, the outside lights. We don't want to do that unless we just have,
Well, as soon as we get the paperwork from your lawyer, we'll go over it.
pardon?
As soon as we get the paperwork from your lawyer,
Oh, okay. And I don't know if they have, what address does the town use now?
hers.
Would you like it?
Please?
Okay. It's, wow, I just forgot my address, guys. Wow, that was bad. 396 South, 600 West, Montezuma, Indiana, 47862. And my name's Kelsey, Kelsey. Hoover, Hoover.
And we just send, I mean, they can just send anything to the town of Beckley.
Yep, and they'll get, you know what? I said it wrong. It's 346. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I just forgot my address.
Instead of 396. it's
346. Yes.
They can send anything that.
Yep. I already get the most of the bills and stuff. It'll get to me.
All right. And that's all I got, unless you've got some questions.
No, it's fine.
I
Welcome to the club.
Greg has already bought the plywood for the windows and stuff like that. He's trying to get people to get it put up on the building.
The danger seems to me like is kids in town or whoever going in those windows and getting hurt in it. So hopefully, you know what could happen, big lawsuit, or a child is hurt or an adult.
So the funds that were earmarked for the school that the Arabs had gathered because of the school, those funds are going to go.
They're still being held at the community foundation.
No, not those. The Arab funds, not the donations. The $20,000 that was in the bank account of the Arabs that was taking care of the school, that was earmarked for taking care of the school, through fundraisers that people.
You'll have to ask Brandon.
That still has the Arabs on the financial. And the money that the Historical Society had, they transferred that over to this group.
what I'm saying is, the money that the Arabs had that was for that school, is that now, as of the termination of the lease, is that money then going to some other entity rather than taking care of the school as it was originally intended?
Was there $20,000 that was donated specifically for the school? That did not go to the foundation?
No, the foundation was for the restoration of the school. There were prior monies for the operation of the school by the Arabs.
But is it go specifically to the store?
That's what I'm asking.
I'm questioning it being more or less Greg.
I'd have to ask the lawyer, I'm not sure on that.
Because monies that existed for the operation and care of that school that were gathered by the Arabs specifically for that purpose, where's that going to go?
Monies that were collected,
I'm not talking about post-fire.
no, I know. But that money was for the operation of the school.
Pay the bills, that was the premise under which those monies were gathered.
And that's what they were used for, to pay the bills as long as the
What
school was there.
What I'm saying is there's still monies there. What's going to happen to that?
We'll have to talk to the attorney about that. I don't know.
They'll have to be used for 501c3 charity purposes.
Yeah, the Arabs,
That'd be the restriction on it.
the Arabs are the parent organization of this new organization that we started.
Mm-hmm.
So we will be MCCA. That will be on all of our checks and everything like that after we get everything done. But we are, we're Mecca Arabs doing business as MCCA. So anything that was for the Mecca Arabs will stay with the Mecca Arabs.
Well, what I'm saying is the Mecca Arabs, their sole purpose, and it's in the name, was the school.
And if anything happened to the Arabs, that money was to go to another non-profit 501c3 organization.
And
That will be our new.
that's written where?
That's what our new
It's in the, that's the lease
In
agreement.
the Arabs Articles of Incorporation.
It's in our filing with the, I'm talking about that, have the addendum, have the original. But it's in the certificate that you have to file with the state, with the IRS, that you have to state what your purpose is.
Now, is this for the current corporation or the one previous?
So,
They're all nonprofits.
You're doing that, right? Okay. Let's keep it that way, please.
any time that the Arabs was dissolved, the money that they had would go to another nonprofit 501c3. And since this organization is a combination, just like the Historical Society, their money went to the Arabs because we are, or to our new organization because we are the existing nonprofit 501c3 corporation that was chosen by the board of the Historical Society.
Mm-hmm.
And some of that money, I believe, came in through Kathy for the Reading Book Club, that kind of thing, to run that too, if I'm not mistaken. I think
No,
that went in
those were separate funds. The boot camp was kept separate.
boot camp is
I know.
It's a separate entity.
But some people would have come there and bought things and done things at the school, just like we had those gospel sings and things. A lot of people came in from different places and they bought food and whatever. And that money would have gone to the Arabs.
Yeah, I realize that. They were all fundraisers
But
specifically.
they came there because, a lot of people came there because Kathy was there and they advertised it and did a lot of things.
I realize that. Okay, but they were operating that, and still are operating, that boot camp as a separate entity.
Yeah,
And
it's
always
separate.
have.
It's separate, it's not.
Okay,
doesn't have anything
and it
to do
has
with
absolutely nothing to do with the Arabs.
I understand that. But the only thing that I think might come into question is the money that is in the community foundation for Mr. Moore. I believe there's still money in that fund, and
It always will until it's returned by the community foundation,
no,
because,
this is different. He died maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and he left quite a sum of money to the school.
he left it to the Arabs to be used for whatever, and we've already talked to Brad about that, and Brad said that money would convert over to our new corporation.
Okay. We'll see the paperwork from the lawyer. We'll see the paperwork from the lawyer, and then the board as an entity will go from there. All right. I look forward to working with you. All of you.
We look forward to working with everybody. I mean, we want the whole town, instead of having so much tension about you did that and you did that, and, you know, it's somebody's fault if something happens, let's work together and save what we got left. I mean, we've got the Little Red Schoolhouse is what we got left.
Yeah.
And, you know, as far as, we've been getting a lot of questions about what's going to happen to the school, which people are under the idea that the school belongs to the Arabs, which it does not.
We've been dealing with that a lot,
Yeah.
okay? And a lot of misinformation,
Yeah.
okay? And also something else you'll need to focus on is the disposition of all the stuff that was removed from the school that is currently being housed down the street by the church. Okay, because that stuff's got to go somewhere.
Well, as long as the church will keep it there until there's another place for us to keep it, it'll probably stay there.
No, they'll have to work that out with the church, because the original agreement was with the Arabs and the town.
You're still the Arabs.
And are you gonna have your lawyer write a dissolution with that? Because I don't believe that was a lease. It was just an agreement.
And what are you wanting us to do with it? I mean.
Well, I mean, get with the church and find out what everybody's going to do. Because
well,
right
we'll
now,
do that, but you don't understand that we are still the same group. We're still the Arabs, but we're going to be doing business under a new name.
okay,
And it's going to be this new organization, and it's going to be the three groups that were here in town are all merged into one group now. And as far as that stuff is, as long as the church will keep it until we can get we've been looking at some other options, but as long as we can, as they will house it, as long as the firehouse, they've got some of the stuff, as long as they will house it, we'll leave it for a while, until we have a better place to put it.
well, just as long as you're saying that all you have is the school, the little schoolhouse, but there's considerably more, and I want everybody to keep that in mind.
And like I said, any other historical things, anything in town that we feel like needs help with, that's what we'll do.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as having a place to put that stuff, we don't have a place to put it right now. We may in the future, I don't know.
Okay. I'm just trying to. I know it's early in your incarnation, but I'm just trying to get a handle on what your goals are and what you'd like to be working on, a little bit more specifically than anything of a historic nature. So that's why I bring these things up.
Our main goal is going to be keeping up the Little Red Schoolhouse, preserving it, and doing the things that need to be done.
Mm-hmm.
The other things, if there's a possibility of us getting some kind of community center or something, then we will worry about housing and stuff. As long as they'll keep it at the church and it's it's safe. We're gonna leave it there until we haven't even had our first meeting yet, so
Okay.
I don't have all the answers. I will next month, but I don't visit.
Okay.
The main reason for us joining was those three groups joined together, trying to have enough people to get things done.
Yeah.
And I don't want people thinking it's just going to be the little red school, the little one room school, but we're more than that. We'll do stuff to help the town.
That's,
And somewhere along the line, try to figure out a way to get something done with the school building. But that's ways down the road. Maybe get some kind of a building put up on the property as a community center. Some kind of pole barn deal.
yeah.
Sounds great to have more people help and look into things and all together, so no miscommunication. That's
Right.
better.
But
Yes.
we have heard about a couple of places that will, that you can get a grant, but like you said, it have to come from the town has to apply for it. One of the grants was used out at Lee Alley Wyatt. I don't know if you know where that is, but.
Yeah.
They used it out there to clean up all the asbestos.
Yeah, asbestos remediation through the state.
And they got a large grant to help do it. And the other place, I can't remember the name of that other.
I don't think he gave it to us.
I don't know what that stands for.
Indiana Office, I don't know.
Indiana Office of Community Affairs.
There you go, that's what it is.
Ask Austin, you know.
Thank you. I didn't get it all written down there.
But that is another place that you might look for a grant, you know.
We've gotten Okra grants before.
Pardon?
We have received Okra grants before.
Our lawyer was familiar and part of removing the old Clinton High School. And he thought the figures we were given for demolishing the school were totally off the charts. He said it didn't cost near that much to get the high school, and this grant, we got this grant to do it. So, you know.
Your betters.
I mean, if the town has got resources and they want to rebuild the school, boy, we'll be right behind them. I'm just,
What are the feelings that you, the board's thinking about? Are people still wanting to have the school totally redone again?
People haven't really been saying much. The only thing we get is questions as to what's going on, what's going to happen. And up until this point, we had worked in something of a partnership with the Arabs. But it seems that at this point, you're just going to terminate the lease and walk off? Or what, can I expect some cooperation?
Well, we didn't make, I guess the Arabs made the lease, the Arabs.
but see, there's nothing there to lease anymore. I mean, we have to do that.
But, I mean, as far as the disposition of the school, we were working together to try and come up with a resolution, come up with resources as a partnership,
Yeah.
the town and your organization, the Arabs. Because as you made one group out of many because of lack of manpower, lack of cooperation, lack of everything. This is us. That's it. That's all there is. We don't have the option to join with another organization unless we want to just drop the whole thing and just let the county take over.
Unincorporated.
Yes.
It's just,
Did town not have any insurance at all?
No, it would have cost more than our annual budget to insure that building.
and that's why we have no insurance on the physical building
Right.
itself.
It's the same thing.
They wouldn't write the policy anyway. I mean,
An 80,000 square foot structure that was not monitored 24/7.
Yeah.
But the liability right now, I think, is the main issue.
Well, the town has liability insurance.
On the school, okay.
Austin, you started to say something more.
Yeah, just quick three things. I think the best way we can all move forward is wait till our end has our meeting coming up, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
So we can actually have a cohesive structure between all of us. And then we have 2 meetings to figure out that any of you guys can be invited to, or any members of the town, or anyone else. We can have discussions amongst the group, and then I'd say regarding the artifacts and their future storage, that would give us time for like March. We would have enough time to actually create a basis of a plan on what to do with all those going forward.
And another thought, I probably need to talk to our board at the church and find out, I wasn't on board till recently. I need to find out what their ideas on how long, if it can stay there for a long time or whatever. And I think we're getting a check for the heat and the air conditioning. I think we've gotten 2 checks for that. I'm not sure where it is, what the update is now. But I need to probably check with them to see if we have any plans for those buildings or not in the future. As far as I know, they can stay there, no problem. So,
Our intention is not to leave the town board high and dry. We've always wanted to work with the town. But as you can see, I don't live in town, so I don't mean much. Well, Nellie doesn't live in town either, so we don't mean much to the town board. But as far as our group helping you, doing what we can to help with the school, like you see, we don't have much manpower, we can't do much physical labor, but we'll do what we can.
No, that's appreciated.
and there is interest. Raymond, I'm not sure how much, but Donna told me that Raymond's received several dues checks already for this organization, so but they're pretty far away, alumni, that they still have a lot of interest in it. And I know, for a community center, for whatever.
Right now, the Christian Church Annex is being used mostly for our meetings and kind of like a community center. But because it's handy, we have an office there, they don't care if we use a copier, we can, but we will not leave the town board and say, we're done, no, we didn't mean that. We just mean that the lease part is going to be terminated, because if you've got liability insurance on the building, and we're paying how much a year, maybe, or every 6 months?
How much did you pay for the insurance, liability?
800
Just for liability insurance there, and then we're going to have to pay liability insurance for the school, for the little school. So it's just kind of, and we really don't have any way of making money like the Arabs did. When the school was there, you could have fundraisers, you could do all kinds of things. But the only way we'll be able to have a fundraiser will be if we have the tent at the bridge, and we have vendors that come in and we can get help over there with the manning the tent and stuff like that.
Well, it might be something that you'd want to get with the fire department also, because we have this facility here that is a de facto community center now, along with emergency shelter and everything. And they are investigating ways to make it more available. So it might be good for your organization to make a point of getting with their organization and figure a couple things out also.
Like I said a while ago, I don't want people to think that we're just about that little one-room school.
Right.
Yes, that is, us to take care of, but we want to take care of the town too.
Yeah.
Whatever we can raise funds for it.
Well, it's a goal we both share then.
Well, I would tell you one thing. Our minutes from our meetings will not be going on Facebook. People think that they can't attend the meeting. You ought at least put them on Facebook so they can complain about what you did without being at the meeting. So that's not going to happen.
Well, I can guarantee, even if you put it on Facebook, I wouldn't read it.
Well, there are some people that would, as soon as it went on there, they'd get people on there complaining.
Well, that's why I don't go on Facebook. If you've got something to complain about, this is the forum, this is the place, this is the time, and that's it. People come to me a lot and say, oh, did you read this about so-and-so said that? No, I didn't, and I don't need you to tell me about it either, because I really don't care. If they can't bring themselves to attend a simple meeting.
Well, we tried to start out real nice and put it on the Town of Mecca Facebook page that we were going to have an organizational meeting such and such, and people were just all over. Who gave you the authority to do that? Who did it? It won't happen anymore.
Yeah.
Well, that was first me.
Yeah, a lot of people, it's not happening anymore.
I understand completely. Just do like I do and tell them that you don't computer. Real simple. Okay. Thank you for being here. There was no other resolutions, right?
The transfer resolution for the, from the individual accounts into the general.
We got to do that.
We have to do that,
Okay.
yes.
Do you have it in words?
I have it.
Okay.
It was an old draft, so it only says Tom. It doesn't say Thomas, and I know we talked about that.
We did talk about
I
that.
know. But I do have it.
Okay.
So, Resolution 2024-01, authorizing transfer of appropriations. Whereas it's been determined that it is now necessary to transfer appropriations within the same fund, now therefore be it resolved by the Town Council of the Town of Mecca Park County, Indiana, that for the expenses of the taxing unit, all sums of money are transferred within the various funds and consolidated into the general fund, subject to laws governing the same. So
Okay.
I can pass this if you guys are good with
In
that.
agreement? Excellent. And Abby's scribbling on it now.
Is that her second? Caitlin made a motion. Abby second.
Oh, I
Yes.
second. Sorry.
It's approved.
I telepathically
I
did it.
forgot my address, so you know we're just all.
Yeah, it's all right. We're having fun. Now's the very important part of new business, where you guys vote Abby to be the president of the town board now.
I'm leaving now. Sorry, I
No.
All right. You actually do have to vote.
I gotta vote for you.
We have to vote for,
Yes.
appointment election. for
As
everyone.
per SBA,
Yeah.
I motion to have Tom as the town board president.
And I second with exclamations.
All opposed?
It was
okay,
Nice.
there you go. All right.
We got more. Hold on. We got more stuff. Don't worry, guys.
You got more stuff.
Okay, got more stuff. So I'll just do this in order. So, Janet Alexander, who you know who Janet is.
I don't, but I know, I
She
know,
is
I
an
knew that.
angel sent from heaven. She is the one that helps me with everything.
I was gonna say, I heard you
She's
say
the
name.
one that knows everything. They have a new contract with their rates. I've got the addendum to the contract and the actual contract if you guys want to go through it.
Can you give
Is
us
this for her
the
services?
Cliff's Notes?
The post notes, yep.
This is for Jim.
It's just
Yes.
it's, the only thing I believe is changing is that their hourly rate is going to $150.
Outrageous.
I know.
From,
I don't know. I don't know.
I could have swore it was 150. Okay,
Because
well,
you haven't had to sign one.
We didn't have one. I mean, Haley was. I never dealt with her.
we,
I don't know that.
no, Haley dealt with her briefly at the
Yes.
end.
Yes.
And then she's been doing, and she came, I received an anonymous
Probably was the same the whole time.
Probably.
phone call
Well,
and
it's,
tip. to hire her to help us out.
$150.
Are you really anonymous then?
Yeah, I know who it was,
Oh,
okay.
but it was anonymous.
Gotcha.
So it's $150 an hour, effective January 1st of each year, and each year it's going to increase, it says, by 10% unless we agree in writing to a different rate. But
Okay.
as of right now,
Okay.
it's $150.
All
You
right.
don't have anything for you guys to sign. All she sent was something for me to sign, but I wanted to bring it to you guys and make sure.
I will approve your
You prove that I sign
your
it?
She votes
assistant.
approve of the motion?
I second.
Okay, then
Is that
it
gonna be
is
a
so moved.
resolution?
That's it.
We don't need to do it.
It's not a resolution.
Okay, all
It's an
right.
approval of a
I
contract.
just have
Alright,
to, yep.
alright.
So it's
Approving
just the
con-
same as if AMARC.
Gotcha.
like a
Okay,
contract in
alright,
front of us.
Gotcha.
It's a contracted services.
Here, I will send this. This was the December meeting. I need signatures. This is the minutes so that I can upload it.
Also, are we? Hold on. Have we spoke with anybody from the graveyard, the junkyard, about like Aaron about doing any plowing?
No.
Wasn't he doing that last year? Wasn't Aaron plowing? Do we need to do like
Contract.
when Greg was on the board? He would get a kind of contract with Aaron about plowing.
Those guys took care of it, I think, last year.
Okay, and I don't think we did anything about it. I think they just did it. Okay, all right. Well, we'll just assume, I guess, that they'll do that again this year, and if they don't, then we'll think it's something. Okay. Do I need to do something?
Yes, sign.
Okay.
These are just my vouchers for the past, for December. What else do I need? Thank you.
And while we're doing this, is there any further new business? You-
2023 new fire contract. Here, how's it going?
2024?
No.
Oh, we go for the past year? Okay.
It's always like that. We'll
Okay.
obviously wait to pay public safety money because of the generator, so we'll just leave it as is. We'll roll over, see how it goes.
Okay.
The 5,000 for the.
Yeah, I need a motion and second to continue our
I motion.
contracted with the
I second.
services. Okay,
Appreciate it.
no problem. The fire department will need 5,000.
5,000.
Yeah.
For the 2023
For-
fire contract.
Okay.
Now, the contract is a 10-year contract.
Right.
So there's no additional contract to sign.
Right.
We just are under agreement
Just
to pay for 5,000.
Previous year,
Yeah.
basically, is all it amounts to. Good enough, appreciate it.
Thank you for bringing that up.
Okay, this is the July through December checks that I have written for you guys to review. And then this is the entire ledger for 2023. Everything that's come in and out, all of our numbers, the signatures, yes.
This is another SBA thing.
Yep, we want to make sure we've got it.
It's all got to
All
be,
SBA ducks in a row.
yes,
SBOA.
So they
that,
don't,
yeah, SBOA. SBA, SBOA.
Right. YMCA. Yes.
Yeah. Now, is that,
Oh,
oh,
I do have a quick question.
but wait, there's more.
Well, wait, there's more. You said we have a tax person.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so tax person first, I'm assuming they send W-2s?
You need to take these, all of these, to her.
Okay.
And she will generate the W-2s, and she will also send something. You'll have to write a check when you're there, so take your checkbook.
Okay.
A check for her services, and then a check for,
I think I've got it in here.
what does she do? I actually think she sends something electronically to the Indiana Department of Treasury,
Yes.
and you just kind of have to, maybe we pay, I don't know. Anyway.
You're going to have to, there's checks that are going to have to be cut.
Okay.
Okay? She will give you all the totals. And based on the
And you need,
payroll, just that you're gonna provide for her,
Okay.
based on that, she will generate everything out.
So I need to do that ASAP.
yeah, I
Yes.
think you have to have it to her by like the 15th, like by the 15th.
Of January?
Yes.
Okay, good to know then.
I
thing you
meant to
asked.
say something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Because, this was, I mean, there is some leeway if there's issues with you gathering all the information. But, yeah, that's what happened to me last year.
Yeah.
This was thrown.
No,
in my
I've got
lap.
all the vouchers, it won't be bad. And then the other thing, I guess while I'm there, I just bring up that I guess it doesn't matter now that we do it that way. I wasn't sure since we're increasing.
You can make her aware that there's an
Okay,
increase, yeah.
So that she knows. Okay,
She's
that-
so nice.
Okay.
Yes,
I think
she
I've
is.
spoken to her.
Okay.
Because she was supposed to, there was that one bill we got from the state that she was supposed to pay, but for some reason it did not happen, and so I paid it.
Are we supposed to date this? Yeah, we dated this.
Yeah, if
Oh,
you could,
Okay.
just so that I've got it dated that,
Does everybody have to
I
date it?
think that's it.
I just had a blue pen, and if I needed it, I need to date it in blue one.
Oh, that's right. I should sign it, please.
Fantastic.
Let's not state. It's okay.
Yeah, I just so happen to have one.
It's not.
I think that's it, guys. That's all
Okay.
I've got for me.
Is there any further new business? If not, then I'll entertain a call.
Oh, hold on.
Wait.
Yeah, just for, reference for springtime, Craig Street in front of my house is part of the Negro Rock again, because where they were testing the hydrants earlier this fall, it washed out the center of the street, and the craters in front of my garage are back.
Okay.
Just letting you know, so you can factor in a truckload of rock again.
We just have to figure out where we're gonna get. No, it's no problem. We can get it. Okay. Thank you. You'll have to remind us. Because it's January and.
The park drive till May.
Yeah. So. Okay. You want to close?
Yeah. I motion to close.
I second.
Okay. Motion is second to close. Meeting's adjourned.